Hi, I'm Pete Fordham, the warden here. This is Brownfield Woods, a national nature reserve that the Suffolk Wildlife Trust own and manage. The earliest records of this wood date back to 1252, when the monks of Bury St Edmunds Abbey used to own and manage this woodland, really right up until the Reformation. But what is unique about this woodland is that there was a rake factory set up in the 1900s that coppiced this wood, supplying hay rakes and scythe handles and the like, and continued really right up until the 1950s. And there was threat of grubbing this woodland up in the late 1960s, and so with a local appeal managed to save just over half, I beg your pardon, of the ancient woodland. It was made a nature reserve in 1970, and it's been managed as coppice with standards really ever since. We coppice on a 25-year rotation and doing about 6 to 8 acres of coppice each winter. So it's big enough for firewood and also thatching hazel, bean poles, pea sticks and all that sort of thing. To manage this wood well really relies on a number of volunteers to get 6 to 8 acres of coppice done each winter. I'm full-time here. I have 4 other woodlands to manage, but less so. But there is quite a bit of involvement here, and the responsibilities is to get, as I say, 8 acres of coppice done each winter. These days, this wood is very important, supplying biofuel locally, sort of really within a 4-mile radius. We deliver with a tractor and trailer, and possibly supply up to about 150 tonnes of firewood to probably 50-60 customers within the area. When I first started here 30 years ago, it wasn't that so important, but with these days other fuel costs are so high that fuel wood is certainly worth considering, and is very efficient. I came into managing Brownfield Woods through volunteering at West Stow Anglo-Saxon Village. They were using poles for reconstruction in the village just north of Bury St Edmunds, and they told me about this wood that was supplying the poles to them. At that time I was in between contract jobs as wardening, and as I say, I was doing some voluntary work, and lo and behold they were looking for a part-time post. As I say, this was 30 years ago for 6 months, and I've been here ever since. But I have done quite a bit of voluntary work before that time, when I was working for the post office telephones when I left school, and went out every weekend, and we went on various courses doing anything from pond management to woodland management. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It's jolly hard work, but it's great fun, and I like being in all weathers, in all situations. It's good. The changes I've seen in woodland management over the last 30 years here has really been from short rotation, generally for supplying thatching hazel, more to the firewood market. We're now coppicing on a 25-year rotation, and particularly dormice, it's very important that it is done on a much longer rotation, where the hazelnut production is sort of much higher. The best things managing Brownfield Woods is the working in all weathers, and just seeing the wood through the seasons, and also working with a lot of dedicated and motivated volunteers. I'm getting more and more coming forward that are really keen to do woodland management, and are being really beneficial in helping me manage the wood. I suppose the worst things about this job is waking up in the depths of winter with aching joints and driving to work in really snowy conditions. Once I'm at work, it's great, because as I say, we've got a good number of volunteers who are very enthusiastic, and I love working with them, and it's still a great joy to work here. Really, the most important skills of my job, first of all, is to be able to write and understand writing the management plan for the woods with others and carrying it out, and also really leading by example, and making sure volunteers fully understand and communicating with them as to what we're doing. And as I said, leading by example is really quite important. Also, we have quite a lot of different machinery that we need to use, and the skills in using this machinery is very important, and the safety aspects, particularly with chainsaws. They're highly dangerous bits of machine, and you've got to be on the ball all the time. The skills of a volunteer really are aptitude to work. It's quite hard working in all weathers out here, and dedication and communication. They're the three things that are just so important in working together as a team.